Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that everything you've been seeking, clarity, abundance, peace, could begin to transform in just one day? That there are 3 words, simple yet deeply effective, that when spoken with purpose, can align your energy so precisely that the universe responds in kind. This isn't about wishful thinking or hollow motivation. It's about accessing a force that's always been within your reach. These 3 words aren't magic, but when expressed with belief, emotional certainty, and clear intention, they send a powerful signal to the quantum field. They declare, I am ready, I am aligned, I am receiving. In a world filled with noise, distractions, and uncertainty, these words cut through the chaos and bring you back to your center. And when you don't just say them, but feel them deeply, they don't just shift your mindset, they elevate your vibe. And once that vibration changes, your external reality starts shifting too. Today, you'll discover what these words are, why they work, and how to apply them in a way that speeds up the arrival of what you desire, not someday, but starting today. Pay close attention. What I'm about to share could change everything. Your life, your choices, your outcomes, and even your goals are all shaped by one constant influence, the silent voice inside your mind, that daily inner dialogue, the one defining what's possible or not, isn't just background noise. It's a powerful force. Every word it speaks sends signals throughout your system, rewires your brain, and gradually molds the path you're on. But here's something important you might not know. You have the ability to change that voice. You can rewrite that inner script and transform it into a source of strength and consistency. Today I'll share 3 words, 3 straightforward yet potent words that can bring your thoughts, emotions, and energy into alignment with the future you truly desire. But there's one key requirement. You must keep them to yourself. Words are more than just speech. They're energy. They carry specific vibrations and frequencies that directly interact with the quantum field around you. Every thought and word holds a unique energy, and that energy plays a direct role in shaping the world you experience. What's even more compelling is this. Your words don't just influence your outer reality, they impact your mind. Each time you say something like, I can't do this, or this is too much, your brain activates pathways that reinforce those thoughts. With repetition, those patterns become your beliefs, shaping your self-image and the results you attract. But this is where everything can shift. By becoming aware of the language you use, you can begin to rewire your mind to align with the life you're striving to create. The right words, spoken with genuine emotion, have the power to shift your energy and open new doors. It's not just about speaking, it's about tuning into the frequency of the reality you want to live in. That's why understanding the link between your language, your emotions, and your vibration is essential for real transformation. Every word you speak gives direction to your subconscious, influencing how it interprets and engages with the world around you. Here's what many people overlook. Your subconscious doesn't evaluate whether your words are true or not. It simply responds to them. It adjusts your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors based on what you tell it. Think about how often you've said, I'm not good enough, or this will never work. Each time you're reinforcing self-imposed limitations, anchoring yourself in the same place. But what if you chose different words? Words that break those limits and reprogram your mind to clearly express what you intend to achieve. That's the shift. Your words are more than reflections of your current reality. They're instructions for the reality you're building. They're not passive observations, they're active designs. The more intentional you are with your language, the more aligned you become with the future you desire. To activate this power fully, it's important to understand the science behind how words and energy influence both your brain and your body. Every word emits a frequency, a real measurable vibration that not only affects your thinking, but also impacts your physiology and environment. Research shows that your thoughts and spoken words generate electromagnetic waves that interact with the quantum field, the field that connects all life and holds unlimited possibilities. What makes this especially powerful is that your body responds instantly to these energetic signals. Uplifting words, those rooted in confidence, gratitude, or love, trigger the brain to release chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which boost your mood and create a sense of inner balance. On the other hand, negative or disempowering language activates stress hormones such as cortisol, which drains your energy and disrupts your ability to connect with creative or expansive states. This isn't theory. It's grounded in neuroscience. The words you use influence your nervous system, your choices, and the results you experience. Once you understand this, every word becomes a deliberate tool, a way to align your frequency with your vision. But it's important to remember, words alone aren't enough. Their true impact comes from the emotional energy behind them. Language holds potential, but it's the feeling that gives it force. Think of it this way, saying, "I am grateful," without actually feeling gratitude falls flat. The phrase lacks the emotional charge needed to spark real change. Emotions are energy motion. When positive feelings like love or joy are infused into your words, they amplify your message, creating a strong, coherent signal that resonates with the quantum field and invites in matching experiences. This is the deeper truth. The universe doesn't merely respond to what you say. It reacts to how you feel. If your affirmations carry doubt or fear, the signals become muddled, creating inner resistance. But when your thoughts and feelings are aligned, they form a clear, unified force capable of reshaping your reality. That's why intention on its own isn't enough. Your words need emotional depth. Speak with conviction and let your emotions fuel your transformation. When you learn to harness emotional energy, you begin to understand why simplicity is often the most powerful catalyst for deep, lasting change. Simple language is frequently overlooked, yet it can be incredibly effective in reprogramming your mind. Overly complex affirmations tend to dilute your focus. Clear and direct statements connect more efficiently with the subconscious. Think of it like tuning a radio. Clear signals cut through interference and reach their target without delay. The same principle applies to the words you speak. When you use focused and meaningful phrases like "I am calm" or "it is done," you send a clear, unambiguous message to the universe. Simplicity isn't just about using fewer words, it's about clarity. When your intention is precise and supported by genuine emotion, even brief phrases carry significant energetic force. They influence your thoughts, guide your actions, and shape your environment. Simple language removes confusion, reduces mental noise, and sharpens your energetic focus. Many powerful shifts begin with just a few intentional words. This clarity becomes even more potent when you understand the value of keeping your intentions private. Words hold energy, but that energy can weaken when exposed to external opinions. Sharing your goals too soon can subject them to doubt, skepticism, or conflicting beliefs. That outside influence can derail your progress. Silence safeguards your focus and energy. When you keep your intentions to yourself, you protect them from being altered by others' perspectives. This doesn't mean you can't celebrate results later. It simply means that the early stages of your creation need quiet space to grow. Think of your intention like a seed. You don't plant it and immediately expose it to harsh elements. You protect it so it can take root. Treat your words with the same care. Nurture them privately. Let them gain strength internally before sharing them with others. Trust the process. By honoring your inner dialogue and treating it with respect, you preserve its impact and maintain a clear connection to the creative field. This gives your energy the stability it needs to stay aligned with the future you're building. Your vibration is the energetic signal you emit through your thoughts, emotions, and presence. It acts like a magnet, drawing in people, events, and outcomes that reflect its frequency. But the critical factor is alignment. Your inner state must match the intention behind your words. Speaking positively without matching the emotional energy is like sending a message with no signal. It doesn't reach its target. True manifestation happens when you operate at the frequency of your desired result. This means experiencing the feelings of your goal as though it already exists in your life, even before it does. Again, think of a radio. If you're tuned to fear or uncertainty, you won't receive a signal of abundance or success. But when your language, emotions, and thoughts consistently reflect confidence, joy, and gratitude, you naturally attract experiences that mirror that energy. Alignment doesn't come from words alone. It's demonstrated through your behavior, mindset, and overall presence. When all parts of you resonate with your goal, the universe responds accordingly. This alignment builds momentum and helps you move forward with purpose. Real transformation isn't the result of a single moment. It's created through steady, intentional alignment between your words, emotions, and energy. Change isn't instant. It's built over time through consistency. Every thought you allow, every word you speak, and every emotion you feel is like casting a vote for the reality you're shaping. If you want to reprogram your mind and bring your vibration into alignment with your goals, it starts with a daily practice. Think of your mind like a muscle. Just as physical training strengthens your body, mental repetition reinforces your neural pathways. The more frequently you repeat empowering phrases, especially when combined with elevated emotions, the stronger those mental patterns become. Over time, your mind begins to accept these affirmations as truths, and eventually, your external reality shifts to reflect that internal change. Consistency doesn't just build belief, it builds momentum. Each time you return to your intention, you deepen your connection with it. Even small daily efforts compound into lasting transformation. The key is treating your practice as non-negotiable, no matter the circumstances. When you remain consistent, you're not waiting for change to happen, you're actively creating it. You're training both your mind and body to align with the future you envision. As this consistency grows, you begin tapping into another powerful tool, visualization. It's a bridge between the words you speak and the life you're creating. Visualization adds dimension and feeling to your affirmations. When you mentally picture the outcome you're working toward, you engage your entire system, mind and body, in the experience. The brain begins to register that imagined future as if it were already happening. This isn't wishful thinking. Neuroscience confirms that visualization activates the same neural pathways as real experiences. It enhances belief and helps synchronize your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with your goal. But visualization is more than seeing the result. It's about feeling it. Your words are the seeds, while visualization provides the emotional energy they need to grow. When you pair affirmations with vivid mental imagery and genuine emotion, you supercharge their effectiveness. Close your eyes. Imagine the sounds, colors, textures, and sensations of the life you're building. This immersive practice strengthens alignment and conditions your system to operate at that frequency. Still, focus alone isn't enough. Detachment is equally important. One of the biggest blocks to manifestation is becoming too fixated on how or when things will unfold. This creates resistance and lowers your vibration, pulling you out of alignment with the natural flow. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing the need to control every detail. It's an act of trust, trusting that the energy you've invested through your words, emotions, and actions will return to you in the right form and at the right time. When you're overly attached, you're often operating from fear or scarcity. Letting go frees you from that mindset and shifts your energy toward trust and abundance. You still take aligned action, but without pressure or desperation. This surrender is powerful in itself. I trust that everything is unfolding in my favor. That simple statement creates space for receiving and keeps your energy steady and open. From this space, gratitude arises naturally. Gratitude is not just a reaction to getting what you want. It's a creative force in its own right. Gratitude aligns your energy with the results you're calling in. When you feel grateful before anything arrives, you send a powerful signal. I already have what I need. This shifts you out of lack and into abundance. Biologically, gratitude triggers the release of dopamine and serotonin, boosting your mood and strengthening positive neural patterns. It also dissolves resistance by shifting your focus from what's missing to what's already present. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes to maintain a high-frequency mindset. A simple way to begin is by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for at the start and end of your day, whether it's a small win, a kind gesture, or a peaceful moment. This simple habit of daily gratitude gradually transforms more than just your mood. It reshapes your entire perspective. Gratitude becomes the emotional foundation for alignment, and alignment is where true creation begins. Real manifestation doesn't happen by thought alone. You have to feel what you want and act in agreement with it. When your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors are in sync, You shift from imagining your desires to actually living them. When your mind focuses on abundance, your emotions rise. But to complete the cycle, you must take action. You need to behave like the version of you who already has what you're calling in. This behavior sends a clear, powerful message to the universe. I'm ready. So ask yourself, if my goal were already achieved, how would I think? How would I move through the world? How would I speak? Begin showing up as that version now. Walk with certainty, speak with belief. Make decisions from your future, not your past. This creates a feedback loop. Aligned behavior fuels belief, and belief accelerates results. When your entire being reflects your intention, your energy becomes magnetic, and the universe responds in kind. But staying aligned also means paying attention to signs of progress. Once you're in sync with your vision, the universe begins to communicate back through synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, chance meetings, or repeating numbers that seem to echo your thoughts. These are not random. They are signals that your energy is creating movement. One of the most powerful signs is an internal shift. You begin to feel more peaceful, confident, or fulfilled even before anything changes externally. Resistance fades, solutions arrive effortlessly. These signs confirm that your alignment is working. And the more you recognize them, the more your belief grows. Momentum builds, and with it, you're called to embody your vision even more fully. Manifestation is not about waiting for your dream to happen. It's about living as if it already has. Embodying your vision means aligning your daily thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with the reality you're building. Ask yourself, if I were already living my dream life, how would I feel? How would I act? Then live those answers. Today, speak with purpose, carry yourself with clarity, make decisions that support the future you. Your brain and body don't distinguish between imagined experiences and real ones. So when you act as if your goal is already here, your subconscious accepts it as truth. You become a vibrational match to your desired outcome. Small, intentional choices made consistently create massive transformation over time. Living your vision each day keeps you tuned in to the energy of creation. And that energy is where real manifestation begins. The energy of creation is the space where thought, feeling, and intention converge to shape your reality. But you don't access it once. You maintain it through daily focus and emotional alignment. It flows strongest when you're in a state of gratitude, joy, and certainty. These elevated emotions raise your frequency, helping you break through limitations and step into possibility. When you operate from this energy, you attract people, experiences, and opportunities that align with your vision. But to stay in that space, you must also release resistance. Let go of control, let go of urgency, and allow the process to unfold naturally. You cannot create from a place of fear, doubt, or frustration. These lower vibrations block the flow of energy and disconnect you from your creative power. But when you let go of resistance and choose to act from a place of trust and abundance, creation begins to flow through you, not from effort, but from alignment. In this elevated state, you no longer chase your goals, you attract them. And this process becomes even more powerful when paired with focused, intentional language. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for. The 3 simple words that hold deep transformative power. These phrases may appear ordinary, but their strength lies in their clarity, frequency, and emotional resonance. The 3 words are, I am calm, I am grateful, I will create. Each phrase supports the manifestation process in a specific way. Let's begin with the first. I am calm. This affirmation grounds you. Calmness dissolves resistance, quiets the mental noise, and allows your energy to flow unobstructed toward what you desire. It helps you stay anchored in the present moment. I am calm becomes your inner stillness, your foundation, even in uncertainty. Next, I am grateful. Gratitude is a high-frequency emotion that instantly elevates your vibration. It shifts your mindset into abundance and sends a clear message to the universe. I already feel fulfilled. By embodying gratitude before your desires even materialize, you draw them towards you with ease and joy. Then comes, I will create. This statement activates your personal power. It affirms your role as the conscious creator of your life. I will create reminds you that your thoughts, emotions, and actions are tools, And with them, you have the ability to shape reality. It's a powerful declaration of intention. But here's an important truth. These affirmations are most effective when kept private. They are your sacred inner dialogue, your personal connection to the universal energy. When protected from external judgment, skepticism, or interference, they remain pure and potent. Whisper them to yourself, feel their energy, and let their meaning ripple through your thoughts, choices, and behaviors. Knowing these affirmations is only the beginning. Their true power is unlocked through intentional use. Integrate them into your daily life. Align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the energy each phrase carries. Begin each morning with these words. Before getting out of bed, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and say, I am calm. I am grateful. I will create. Don't just speak them, feel them. Let calmness wash over your body. Let gratitude fill your chest. Let creativity light up your mind. These words are more than affirmations. They are anchors. Use them throughout your day, especially when you feel off-center. Let them bring you back into alignment. And before bed, say them once more to set your vibration for rest, allowing your subconscious to carry that energy into the night. These aren't just words to repeat. They are qualities to embody. Let calmness, gratitude, and creativity become a part of who you are. And when they do, your outer world will begin to shift in response. Why? Because consistency creates resonance. Each time you speak these affirmations with feeling and belief, you strengthen your connection to the quantum field, the space where all possibilities exist. These words establish a vibrational pathway to that field, and over time, that pathway becomes stronger, more focused, and more magnetic. The quantum field doesn't respond to wishful thinking or vague desire. It responds to clarity, energy, and embodiment. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions are aligned with I am calm, I am grateful, I will create, you send a crystal clear signal. That signal shapes what comes back to you. But here's the critical truth. The field doesn't respond to hope. It responds to belief. It responds to certainty. To alignment, it responds to certainty. When you say these affirmations with confidence and feel them deeply, you create harmony between your thoughts, emotions, and the energy around you. The more consistently you maintain this state, the more you'll notice confirmation showing up in your life. Coincidences, new opportunities, emotional clarity. These are all signals that your energy is working on your behalf. Each day you return to this practice, you're not just creating change, you are becoming the change. This relationship with the quantum field deepens even further when you integrate two powerful forces into your mindset: trust and surrender. Trust is the belief that what you're creating will take form, even if the evidence hasn't shown up yet. Surrender is the willingness to release control over how and when it arrives. Together, trust and surrender form a powerful, energetic foundation for manifestation. Trust keeps you anchored in abundance and confidence. It silences self-doubt and prevents you from obsessing over results. With trust, you continue taking inspired action, but without the pressure or fear of immediate validation. And surrender, it doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of force, stepping back, and allowing the process to unfold with grace. This removes resistance and creates space for better, often unexpected outcomes. Trust and surrender aren't just emotional concepts. They are energetic alignments. When you trust, you affirm your belief in your own power. When you surrender, you align with the natural flow of the universe. Together, they allow creation to move through you effortlessly, purposefully, and without. Once these principles are embodied, you become fully ready to step into your role as the conscious creator of your life. The moment you realize that you are responsible for your reality, everything changes. You stop waiting for life to happen. You stop placing your happiness in the hands of other people or circumstances. You begin to see clearly. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions are the building blocks of your experience. Becoming a conscious creator means taking ownership of your energy and aligning it with the future you desire. It means remaining calm in chaos, feeling grateful even in uncertainty, choosing creativity over complaint when obstacles appear, These small, deliberate choices are what separate passive reactors from intentional creators. When you fully embrace this mindset, you become unstoppable. Your identity is no longer tied to your past or confined by your current situation. You recognize that your only real limitations were the ones you once believed, and now those are dissolving. You gain the power to imagine beyond your circumstances, to feel the energy of your future, and to act as if it's already real. This is how you align with the limitless potential of the quantum field, and as you do, your external world begins to mirror the vision you carry inside. You've heard the words, you've felt the energy. Now it's time to embody them. Don't just speak them, live them. Let them be your truth. Feel their meaning in your heart. Let your actions reflect their power. Trust the process. Surrender the need to control. Create deliberately. When you live this way, you stop hoping for a better future and start becoming the person who shapes it, one thought, one emotion, and one action at a time. Understanding your power as a creator also means accepting responsibility for your inner world. Your thoughts are not just passing ideas. They are instructions sent to your subconscious and broadcasted to the universe. Every belief you hold becomes the lens through which you perceive and respond to life. So if you want to change your life, start by paying attention to the thoughts you entertain most often. Are they aligned with the future you desire, or do they echo the limitations of your past? Begin observing your mental habits. Many of them operate unconsciously, shaped by old experiences and inherited beliefs. But the moment you become aware of them, you regain your power. Because awareness is the first step to transformation. When you pause and become conscious of your thoughts, you gain the ability to choose differently. Awareness is the first step to transformation. The moment you become conscious, you are no longer a prisoner of your old programming. You become the editor of your mind. From this place of awareness, you can choose new patterns, new affirmations, new thoughts, new emotional responses. You begin to replace reactivity with clarity. You start choosing thoughts that serve your growth instead of feeding your fear. This is what it truly means to step into alignment. Not perfection, but progress through conscious choice. And remember, alignment doesn't mean you'll never face challenges. It means you meet those challenges differently. When your energy is centered, you respond to setbacks with resilience. You return to your truth instead of being swept into fear or self-doubt. That's the quiet strength you build through daily practice. And this practice doesn't require hours. It requires consistency. Just a few minutes of intentional focus each day can create deep and lasting change. Start small. Anchor yourself each morning with a few affirmations, a moment of stillness, and a clear intention. That's how you begin to rewire your mind and reshape your reality. It's also helpful to keep a journal. Write down your affirmations, describe the version of yourself you are becoming, celebrate small wins, track synchronicities, reflect on your emotional state. Over time, your journal becomes living proof of your evolution. It reminds you that you are growing, even when progress feels invisible. Growth doesn't always announce itself. It often happens quietly, beneath the surface, like roots forming before a tree breaks through the soil. Just because you can't see it yet doesn't mean it's not happening. Trust the process, even when results aren't immediate. Detachment from outcomes is a skill, and it takes time to master. We're taught to measure progress by what we see, but in the energetic realm, much happens long before the physical world catches up. Let go of needing instant evidence. Focus instead on sustaining the feeling of your desired outcome. One of the most powerful tools for anchoring that feeling is movement. Walk, stretch, breathe, dance. Let your body become part of the manifestation process. Move with your affirmations. Speak them aloud or silently. Let your entire being embody the energy you wish to create. In addition, use your environment to support your alignment. Place reminders in your space, post-it notes, symbols, or meaningful objects that reflect your intention. Your surroundings can either drain your energy or reinforce your vision. Create a space that reminds you of who you're becoming. And just as your environment matters, so do the people you surround yourself with. Energy is contagious. The people around you influence your vibration. Choose relationships that uplift you. Engage in conversations that inspire. Be part of communities that nourish your growth. You don't need external approval, but you do need alignment. And as you build this alignment, remember to be gentle with yourself. There will be moments when you fall out of sync with your vision. That's okay. You're human. What matters is how quickly you come back to center. Don't judge yourself. Use every moment as an opportunity to practice self-awareness and recommit to your future. Self-compassion is part of alignment. It keeps your heart open, it keeps your energy receptive, and it strengthens your ability to create from a place of calm, gratitude, and intention. The more you nurture yourself, the easier it becomes to stay in a creative state. You are not here to be hard on yourself. You're here to grow, learn, and evolve with kindness. Your journey will not look like anyone else's. Release the need to compare. Your path is uniquely yours. The timing, the experiences, the lessons, they are all designed specifically for you. Trust that what's unfolding is exactly what's needed for your expansion. Every challenge is an invitation to rise. When you face resistance, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Where am I being asked to grow? How can I respond differently? This mindset transforms obstacles into stepping stones and gives you back your power. Remember, energy flows where attention goes. What you focus on expands. If you dwell in fear, you reinforce lack. If you focus on gratitude, you reinforce abundance. Train your focus deliberately. Choose to see what's working. Choose to amplify what feels good. Affirmations are most powerful when they become your inner dialogue. They're not just words you say. They're the tone you set for your entire day. Make them part of your language. Think them, speak them, write them, and return to them often. Create rituals around your affirmations. You might speak them while drinking your morning tea, walking in nature, or looking in the mirror. Anchor them to habits you already have. When they become a natural part of your routine, they begin to shape your identity, the foundation of transformation. When you shift how you see yourself, everything else changes. Begin to see yourself not as someone trying to manifest, but as someone who naturally does, as someone who lives in alignment, as someone who creates by design. Embody that identity even before the results show up. This is the energetic leap that makes manifestation real. When you feel like the person who already has what you want, your energy becomes magnetic. Life begins to rearrange itself to match your new frequency. That's the essence of faith. Not blind hope, but energetic certainty. It's the deep inner knowing that what you desire is already on its way, that your energy is enough, that your effort is working, that everything is unfolding as it should. This mindset builds an unshakable foundation. You stop doubting yourself. You stop chasing results. You become grounded, clear, and empowered. That's when manifestation stops feeling like a task and starts feeling like a natural extension of who you are. And from that space, creation becomes joyful. You start to enjoy the process, not just the outcomes. You become more playful, more creative, more open. You begin to co-create with the universe rather than trying to force it. That's where magic happens. Ultimately, this work is not just about achieving goals. It's about becoming someone who lives in alignment with truth, integrity, and vision. Someone who leads from within. Someone who lives by intention. That is the true reward of this path. So as you move forward, remember, your energy is your most valuable asset. Guard it, cultivate it, align it. Everything you desire is downstream of your vibration, and you have the power to direct that flow starting right now. And there you have it. 3 words that can shift your entire reality when spoken with purpose, emotion, and belief. But remember, it's not just about saying them, it's about living them. The power isn't in the words alone. It's in the energy you bring, the trust you hold, and the consistency with which you align. So speak them daily, feel them fully, and watch how quickly your world begins to change. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, like it, and leave a comment below telling us which word spoke to you the most. Your engagement isn't just appreciated, it fuels this channel and helps this message reach someone who might desperately need it right now. If you've ever wondered if there's a simple, powerful way to shift your reality almost instantly, you're about to discover it. These 3 words hold the key to unlocking a wave of manifestation that can start working for you in just one day. No complicated rituals, no endless waiting, just a direct connection to the energy that creates everything you desire. Stick around, because what you're about to learn could change everything about how you attract success, happiness, and abundance. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a proven mindset shift that sets your whole life into motion. Get ready to speak these words and watch as your world begins to align in ways you never thought possible. And if you're serious about mastering your mind and creating your reality on purpose, subscribe and turn on notifications, because this journey has only just begun. The next breakthrough could be one video away.